me some ice. Skin me a peach and save the fuzz for my pillow. Poach me a prawns, talk to me nice. You got to wine me anytime. Yeah, I'm getting hungry. Peel me a grape.
I'm Laura Bonicelli, and we are Cooking with Italian Style. It's not always fast, it's not always easy, and it's not always Italian. We use the freshest and finest ingredients that we can find and afford, and we not only savor the meals we make, we savor making them. That's Cooking with Italian Style. This week we're making my spicy chicken chili. It's full of peppers, both sweet and hot, cannellini beans, and all sorts of wonderful spices. Let's get cooking. When I make chili, I think of my dad. He was an obsessive cook. Not that he cooked every day, but he would find a recipe like chili, and he would work at it, make it every weekend for 3 months. Well, maybe not 3 months, but he really had this need to perfect one thing. So he did that with chili. He also made an awesome spaghetti and meatballs, which was great because my family comes from northern Italy and we didn't have any meatballs. So he did that, and he made a pot roast that I make a lot to this day. Absolutely the best. So I have assembled all of my ingredients, as you can see. And let me just give you the lay of the land here. To start with, we've got some garlic, and I'm going to measure all of these ingredients into the pot, so I won't tell you all the measurements right now. But we have chili powder, garlic. This is cumin. You can tell I use a lot of this stuff. Look at the size of these bottles. This is Mexican oregano, cayenne pepper, I believe, some red pepper flakes, and this is a can of chipotle peppers in adobo sauce, and I've taken one of those and chopped it up in here with a tablespoon of the sauce. These are actually smoked jalapenos. And then we've got salt and pepper, of course, and some chopped basil. This is roughly 3 cups of chopped onion, and we've got our chicken and our beans, our cannellini beans. And this is some whole tomatoes, and this is a can of chopped tomatoes, and then some homemade chicken broth. And what I'm doing right now is chopping up my peppers, like so, and getting those into my mix. And I'm going to show you how I do these. Let me just finish this up. So much easier to do it this way than to cut them in half and pull the membranes out and the seeds. So what I do is I just take it and cut it right down the side, just like this. And there are 3 reasons I like to do it this way. The first one is, as you can see, all the seeds are contained. So I've already rinsed these. I don't have to rinse them again to get rid of the seeds. The second reason is I'm pretty much getting rid of most of the membrane, with the exception of this little piece here, but most of the membrane is being cut off as I cut down the side. I'll just chop this up. The third reason is that I am wasting very little pepper. I got most of it, and it's just a really easy process. So I have just another one to go here. Just chop these up and I'll be all set. Okay, so my chopping is all done. I'm going to heat up now 3 or 4 tablespoons of olive oil and start sauteing my onions. This is 3 cups of chopped onion. I'm going to saute these for about 10 to 12 minutes. See how translucent they are? That's just how we want them, not brown. Now 3 cloves of garlic. Let this go for just a minute. And now here are my peppers. 2 red bell peppers and 2 yellow bell peppers. 2 teaspoons of chili powder and a teaspoon of cumin, also a teaspoon of Mexican oregano. And now I'm going to add in a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne and also a 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. We're building a little heat here, as you can see. And last but not least, my wonderful smoky chipotle pepper in the adobo sauce. We'll stir that around and let it get fragrant for about a minute. Now I'm adding in a 28-ounce can of whole tomatoes. I'm going to break these up I'll keep doing this while you're cooking too. Oh, that one popped. Okay, now I'm going to add my chopped tomatoes, also a 28-ounce can. I like to use the different sizes. Gives different textures. And I'll stir these around. Get that nice and incorporated. And finally, my cup of homemade chicken stock. A couple of teaspoons of kosher salt. And a sprinkling of pepper. A little more of that, I think. Great. Now we'll stir that around and we're going to simmer this uncovered for 30 minutes. Now I'm adding in my 3 cups of shredded chicken. And to that, 2 cans of rinsed and drained cannellini beans and a 1/4 cup of fresh chopped basil. And we'll stir that up. This is going to go uncovered again for 20 minutes and we'll be all set. Well, it's off the stove, and let me tell you, this room smells fantastic. So I'm just going to give this a little taste just to see if we need to add any salt or pepper. There we go. It's fabulous. You know what really makes a difference is that chipotle pepper in the adobo sauce. It gives that wonderful smoky flavor. So I'm just going to dish this up. So I just had to select a really colorful dish to set off this colorful chili. This is a bowl from Siena, Italy. Isn't it beautiful? I think I want just a little more in here. Great. Now to garnish, I've got some very sharp Wisconsin cheddar cheese, one of my favorites. Doesn't it go well with that orange in the plate? And for a little crunch, some chopped scallions, green onions, and then on top, some nice cool avocado. Toss that with a little lime juice and salt. Beautiful. If you want to download this recipe, go to solobybonicelli.com and click on the recipe section. I really hope you enjoy making my chicken chili and cooking with Italian style. Buon appetito!